So before starting the session, first let us fix our agenda. What exactly we are going to be discussing for today's session. So today, our agenda is what is DevOps? What is in exactly DevOps? We are going to be understand for today. So what is the agenda, guys, please? What is DevOps? That is in exactly understanding by today's session. Tomorrow, we're going to be understand what is AWS, this tomorrow's session, and difference between DevOps versus AWS. Today, our agenda is what is DevOps. Tomorrow is in what exactly AWS and versus between AWS and DevOps. So before starting this session, what exactly this course, what we are going to do. So just overview of this course before starting the demonstration. So let me discuss about what exactly this course, what we are going to be covered and each and everything. This course is completely designed with complete DevOps plus complete AWS, both in this duration. So we're going to be covering two courses. One is complete DevOps, complete AWS. And Linux basics, they are going to be covering Linux basics only. And shell script. So total duration of this course is 4.5 months plus. 4.5 months plus it will take. So if you want to join in this course, so what is the prerequisites, guys, please? A Linux basics, shell script is required. That I will be covered, don't worry. Linux basics, shell scripts, I will be covered. No programming, Java, .NET, Python, not required to join this. And after joining also, we're not writing any programming. We're going to be writing only formats like an YAML format, Ruby format, like an XML formats only. It is not a if-else conditions. Maximum we are using only if condition. Max. Okay. So for practice, definitely you have required a laptop with this configuration. Minimum 4 GB RAM, minimum i3. If it is more than this, well and good, fine. Who can join in this course? Yes, freshers can join in this course. Experienced candidate like developers, Java developer, any developer, testers, AWS admins, Linux administrators, Windows admins, DB administrators, any non-IT students like a mechanical, chemical background, any MBA student can join in this course. But so the mandatory thing is any graduate. Graduate is a minimum. Intermediate, no. Minimum graduate can join in this course. If you join in this course, which are all the benefits, guys, please? Daily recordings. Every day, the classes will be recorded. It's going to be receiving via Google Drive after payment. From date of registration, you're going to be accessing 11 months. 11 months access. Got it very clearly. Either online or offline. Both students will receive recordings. So resume preparation, interview question and answers, 4 live real-time projects, 80% of soft material I'm going to be providing with you. So our course is going to be starts with very basic level. Very basic level, finish with an advanced level. And each and every class, each and every session is a practical oriented, not like a PPT presentation, nothing. So we're going to be understand theoretically the same thing we are going to be implementing in a same session itself. That you need to practice by following recordings. Still, if you have any queries, you can clarify in the next session, don't worry. Fine. So by end of the course, you will receive a certificate from our institute. Then, so daily 1 hour we're going to be discussing. Daily 1 hour session. That you need to practice on the same day. That means the minimum it will take 2 hours. 1 plus 2, how much? 3 hours you need to promise yourself per day. Then only can join in this course. 3 hours You have to dedicate it to this course per day. So classes are Monday to Saturday. Sunday also we have maybe monthly ones. Prior to one day, I'll informing you. Prior to one day, I'll informing you. You're going to be paying 12,000 rupees fees, full DEVOPS for full AWS and daily recordings. You're going to be paying for what? Full DEVOPS, full AWS and daily recordings. So, and if you want to talk to admin regarding admin questions, like please call to 9297929777. If this number is busy, then call this number. And moreover, so what exactly we are going to be covering in this 4.5 months to 5 months? So what is the course content? It is a course content link. I'm going to be share with you in the chat, in the browser. So if you copy paste this link in the browser, any browser from your laptop, you can able to access my course content. So what exactly I'm going to be covering in DEVOPS? The first document is always course overview. The second document is DEVOPS content. The third document is AWS content. Yeah, so the total 20 pages of DEVOPS content. Total is 20 pages of DEVOPS content. So 10 pages of AWS content. So just please go through that, either offline or online students. Please go to this, please. So I'm going to be share this information in the chat box. So offline students, I will share by end of the session. Okay. Just first, as of right now, I'm going to be copy paste in the chat box. Each and every student, please be get it from here. Each and every student get it from chat box. Online students, offline students, I will share by end of the session. Don't worry. Fine. So before starting our session, I have 3 questions with you. First, we need to clarify these 3 questions. Then we're going to be start our demo session. The first question, yeah. So before that, let me introduce myself. Let me introduce myself. My name is Maha. I have totally 15 years of experience in IT. My career starts as a Java developer. Then I turn as a DevOps engineer. From last 5 years onwards, I'm working as a senior DevOps engineer, as well as with AWS and cloud, Azure cloud also. This is exactly my profile. So before starting the session, so I have 3 questions. What are the first question, guys? Please, anybody help me? Application. What are the second question? Server. So what is the third question, please? What is SDLC? First, let us discuss what is an application. Please, anybody have an idea? Do you have an idea about application? Application is equal to website. Application is equal to website, like a Flipkart, like Amazon, like Book My Show, like a Redbus. Any websites we are calling as what? Application. What is an application? Application is equal to website. But if you ask me definition kind of, please. So the working software, which is written any programming like Java, .NET, Python, we are calling as what? Application. What is an application? The working software, which is written any programming like Java, .NET, Python, we are calling as what? Application. But our understanding as of an application is equal to website. But this application, after working software is ready, the working software is going to be placing on server side. The working software we are going to be placing on, we're going to be deploying on, placing or deploy, placing on server side. Once if it is placed on server side, we are going to be accessing over internet as a website. I'll repeat this one more time, please. So the working software, which we are calling as an application, that application we are going to be placing on server side. Once if it is placed on server side, we are going to be accessing as a website. So I hope you understood very clearly what is an application, what is a server as of right now. But what about SDLC? Software development lifecycle. Who knows? Who don't know? Can you reply in the chat box, please, all of you? Who knows? Who don't know? Please just reply in the chat box. Who knows? Who don't know about SDLC? Can you reply in the chat box, please? Based on that, I can explain much deeper. Fine. Yeah. So thanks for replying, all of you. Thanks for replying, all of you. So let us discuss what is SDLC. What is SDLC? Anybody help me? Software development lifecycle. By using SDLC, we can produce a working software. What is the reason that? By using SDLC, we can produce a working software. The software we're going to be placed on server side, then we are going to be accessing as an application. But in this SDLC, we have several stages, several phases or stages. Which are all stages, guys? Please: analysis, design, implementation, testing, deploy, and maintenance. So these are all stages we have. By following these are all the stages, we can produce a website. For example, I want to build a Flipkart kind of application. Can we be able to build this kind of application overnight in a single day? No. Can I able to construct the house or apartment in a single day? No. If you want to build a house, 2-bedroom house, so how exactly you are going to be? First, we need to gather the information and what is the material cost, like cement, iron, water, maybe. Then we require a plan acquisitions, plan. So according to the plan, we're going to be start the building. How? So leveling your plot. Then so start with beam, wall, slab, plastering, plumbing, electrical, paints, then ceremony. These are all the stages. Are we following or not? Then only we can able to ceremony. Then comes under maintenance, everyday maintenance. The same way, if you want to build a Redbus kind of application, Book My Show kind of applications, or a Flipkart kind of applications, we have to follow these are all the stages. We have to follow these are all the stages. What are the first one, please? Anybody help me? Analysis. Analysis is nothing but what? Gathering information from the client. Who is the client? Business owner. Like how exactly the registration page, how exactly login page, how exactly payment gateway, how exactly dashboard, how exactly wish list, each and every minor information about the business. So we are going to be gather and analysis. Based on analysis, it will be design. Design is nothing but a plan. Design is nothing but what? Plan. So after completion of analysis, after completion of design, our developers will write the code by using any programming like Java, .NET, Python, any programming. Our developers will implement software. So once if it is implement the software, whether it is working or not, our tests will be verified. Once if it is verified, so our application we're going to be deploying on hundreds of servers. Deploy is nothing but what? Placing. Deploy is nothing but what? Placing our applications on hundreds of servers. It's nothing we calling as what? Is nothing but what? Deployment. Once if it is deployed, we are going to be accessing over internet as a website. Excellent. That's it. No. Whether it is application is working or not, we are going to be monitor and maintenance. This comes under 6th point. So by following these all the stages, we are going to be build and deliver an application. Clear? So if you are joining as an IT, if you join in any corner, like in developer, as a tester, as a DevOps engineer, as a Linux administrator, if you are IT person, you are part of this diagram. Developers are part of this diagram. DevOps engineer part of this diagram. Testers are part of this diagram. DB administrator part of this diagram. Linux administrator part of this diagram. On top of this diagram, by following this SDLC process, so as a team, we're going to be produce an application to do business in internet, like making a movie, like playing a cricket. So these two are better example for this diagram. As a team, so we are going to be producing a working software to do business in internet. But in this diagram, so what exactly we are going to be? What exactly we are going to be? So we are going to be replacing with an SDLC process with DevOps. We're going to be replacing with what? SDLC what? DevOps. What is DevOps? Please, anybody help me? Software development plus operation. The combination of software development plus operation, we are calling as what? DevOps. That means our roles and responsibilities start from where? Dev environment. Ends with where? Operation. That means we are part of coding. Yes, we are coding. We are part of build. We are part of testing. We are part of release. We are part of deploy, operation, and monitoring. So we are going to be implementing this way. But to be frankly, we are not writing any coding. Sorry. We are not writing any test cases. Just we are going to be implementing a DevOps process. We're going to be implementing what exactly? DevOps process. What is DevOps? Is DevOps is a technology like Java.NET? No. Answer is no. DevOps is a tool? No. Answer is no. What is DevOps? DevOps is a process. DevOps is a methodology. So by using DevOps, we are going to be implementing an automated process from dev environment to production environment. Is nothing but what? DevOps process. While implementing this DevOps process, we are going to be make sure whether you are going to be deliver the working software within a shortest time, with the high quality, with low cost or not. Is nothing but what? DevOps. I'll repeat one more time. Listen very carefully. So developers are keep on writing lines of code in dev environment. That has to move to testing environment, that has to move the QA, stage 1, stage 2 on pre-production, then only finally it's moved to the production. But this entire process, we are going to make it as an automate. We're going to be automate. This is an automation process which you are calling as what? DevOps process. So after successfully writing the lines of code, that code we are going to be deploying on production servers. We're going to be deploying on production servers with an automated process. With an automated process within a shortest time, with the high quality, with low cost, is nothing but what? DevOps process. I hope you people are understands very clearly this point. What is DevOps? Process. Please, anybody help me. So we're going to be implementing an automated, a transparent pipeline from dev environment to production environment. While delivering working software into the production environment, make sure within a shortest time, with high quality, with low cost. It is nothing but what? DevOps process. So which are all the advantages? If you are implement DevOps process, which are all advantages? So we can build and deliver. We can integrate and we can build, we can test, we can delivering into the production environment very fastly and very frequently and easily, and we can able to improve a number of deployments and with high quality, with low cost, with low failure rate. These are all the major advantages by using DevOps process. By using DevOps process. So once if you're stepping into the company as a DevOps engineer, what is the exactly roles and responsibilities? So the first responsibility, the major responsibility is what exactly, please? Replacing complex pipeline with transparent pipeline. What is an exactly our roles and responsibility, please? Replacing with what? Complex pipeline with what? Transparent pipeline. Sir, what is a complex pipeline? What is a transparent pipeline? We should understand or no? Yeah. So our SDLC is a complex pipeline. Our DevOps process is a transparent. We have understand already, but let us compare. So why we are calling SDLC as a complex? Because if it is a manual process, SDLC is a manual process from analysis to design, design to implementation, implementation testing, testing to deploy. So this entire cycle is manually. There is no automation. If it is a manual process, in the middle, if any issue occur, for identification this problem, it will take long time. After identifying, for resolving issue also, it will take long time. If it is take a long time, definitely the cost is increased or no? Definitely cost is increased, quality is decreased, and so low failure rate, very high failure rate also. These are all the problems we are facing with an existing complex pipeline. So better example I will give you so you can understand. So we have a water pipeline, please. The water pipeline is underground. Any water pipeline, go for any water pipeline. The water pipeline is an underground. Somewhere else it's a blockage. Somewhere else it is an underground. So it is not leakage, it is a blockage. So please think about how difficult we can able to identify. Experts are required, and if it is experts are required, definitely we say pay more salary. Even paying more salary also he is doing manually. For identification, it will take 1 week. For resolving issue, 1 or 2 weeks, and I hardly 1 month it take. So in meanwhile, what about our customers? Means our people roaming with buckets, and so it is very horrible, you know. The people are struggling. Means our customers are very struggle. So finally, end of the day, so we do business without any disturbance in online. Yeah, that is one major goal, please. Yeah, fine. So what exactly we're expecting as, please? So we want an automated, a transparent pipeline. Means we're going to be replacing the same pipeline, same thing. We're going to be replacing with a transparent pipeline. Everything is visualized. Everything is a transparent. So somewhere else it is a blockage. Somewhere else it is a blockage. So by one look itself, we can able to come to know what is an issue, where is an issue. If you know where is the issue, what is an issue, we can able to provide as soon as possible solution. That means we can able to provide the solution within a shortest time. We can deliver within a shortest time. We can increase the quality, decrease the cost. Who don't want this technology, please tell me. Who don't want this process? I hope you people are understand where we are, what we are going to be discussing. The same way, what we have understand in this pipeline, the same thing is going to be on DevOps process also. So this is exactly an automated, a transparent pipeline. While implementing this transparent pipeline, if we got any issue in the middle, easily we can able to identify, easily we can able to resolve these issues as soon as possible within a timeline. So that is the reason we are going to be implementing a DevOps process to deliver and deploy our applications, means websites. But actual DevOps processes look like this. Our actual DevOps processes look like this. In this process, we have a plan, development environment, integration, testing, release, deploy, and operations. But in this process, our roles and responsibilities start from dev environment, ends with an operations. So as a DevOps engineer, our roles and responsibilities start from dev environment, ends with operations. That means you are part of coding, means dev environment. You're part of integration. That means you're part of testing environment. We are part of release. We are part of deploy. We are part of operations. But to be frankly, we are not part of planning. To be frankly, we are not writing any code. To be frankly, we are not writing any test cases also. Sir, what we are going to be doing, sir? So we are going to be implementing an automated, a transparent pipeline from dev environment to operations. Make sure while you are delivering working software from dev environment to production environment, make sure whether the software is going to be delivered within a shortest time, with high quality, with low cost, with low failure rate or not. This is exactly our agenda. Fine. So let us understand a little bit deeper in this diagram for further lot of so we need to clarify much deeper. So we are part of coding or no? Yes or no? That means, yeah, we are part of coding. Yes. That means, are we going to be writing any coding? No. Means what exactly this? So the writing the lines of code by using Java or .NET, whatever may be, the writing is responsible by the developers. The writing lines of code is responsible by whom? Please, anybody help me? Developers. After writing lines of code, that code is going to be maintained by DevOps engineer. Writing is responsible by the developers. Maintenance is responsible by the DevOps engineer. That is a very thin layer to understand this. But next question is, sir, how many developers are writing? One developer? No. N number of developers, it may 10, 20, difference, team to team, project to project will vary. So N number of developers continuously writing morning to evening or no? Yes or no? Yes. Developers continuously writing lines of code from morning to evening. All developer source code after integrating, then only we are calling as an application or not, or else separately. No, by end of the day, all developer source code we need to mix like a grinder. That will be continuously. So means what exactly? All developer source code we are going to be integrating continuously. After integrating, whether it is working or not. So we are going to be executing test cases, which is written by testers. Just we are going to be integrating in this process. We're not writing, but we are integrating, which is written by testers. So once if it is integrate, once if it is in execute, if we got any error, what will happen? So it is redirecting back to the developers. Developer has to fix the issue. Again, integration. Again, test. Again, dev environment. Again, integration. That means this continuously repeating this process. This process is repeating. This loop is continuously repeated until 0 errors and 0 bugs. So once if it is 0 errors, once if it is 0 bugs in this software, what we are calling, please anybody help me? What is the first question? Today only, na? What is the first question which I ask, please? Application. What we are calling, please? Application. So the testing team gives you the working software as an application. Once it is an application ready, directly we can able to deploy into the live service. No. Application is ready. Immediately we can't able to move to the live. We need to hold or halt a particular period of time. So in the release, a particular place, we're going to be halt in a number wise, in a sequence wise. This we calling as what? Release. Release 1, release 2, release 3. In a particular maintenance window with the support of all the team members. So we're going to be deploying. We're going to be deploying on hundreds of servers. How many servers, guys, please? Hundreds of servers. And if it is one server, not be here, you not be here to learn DEVOPS. We are going to be handling hundreds of servers to automate. So once if it is placed, our application on hundreds of servers, we are going to be accessing as a website. So once if it is an accessing website, our job is done? No. So whether it is working or not, we are going to be continuously monitor and maintenance. So this entire process which you are calling as what? DEVOPS process. I hope you people are understand. So what is the DEVOPS? What is the stages in DEVOPS? So how exactly we are going to be involving, we understood. But for implementing this in automate process, which are all the tools type we are going to be learning? Which are all the tools we are going to be learning? So first let it be listed down. For implementing this automate DEVOPS process, we are going to be learning Git. We're going to be learning what? Git. Maven, Jenkins, JFrog, SonarQube, Ansible, Chef, AWS, complete AWS. It will take 2 months. Docker, Kubernetes, Vagrant, Negios, Elk, Elastic, Logstacks, Kibana, 3 tools. Terraform. So these are all the tools we are going to be learning for implementing our DEVOPS process. Our DEVOPS process. First, let us understand. So we are going to be implementing CI/CD, continuous integration, continuous delivery, CI/CD. In this CI/CD process, we are going to be learning Git, Maven, Jenkins, JFrog, Sonar. By helping of these 5 tools, we are going to be implementing CI/CD. Means what exactly? So the n number of developers continuously writing code or not? That code we are going to be continuously integrating or not? This is a continuous development, continuous integration, CI. Continuous development, continuously build, continuously integrate. It is a continuous process, but with an automated way. So once if it is integrated, so whether it is working or not, we are going to be verifying, means making working software, and we are going to be delivering into where exactly, please? Release. We are going to be delivering. How many times we going to be deliver? One time? No. N number of times continuously. Understood very clearly. So for implementing this CI/CD process, CI/CD process, we are going to be using what exactly, which are all the tools? Git. Git is an exactly version control, and each and every developer source code we are going to be maintaining in a version wide, in a separate copies. Once if it is have the code in a gate, we're going to be execute and build an automated way by helping of Maven. Maven is a build tool. By helping of Maven, we can build the Java project. But this entire process we are going to be not automate. This entire process we are going to be not automated by helping of Jenkins. Jenkins is an automation tool to implement the CI/CD process with an automated. And JFrog is nothing but what? Release. JFrog is nothing but what? An active factory, which we're calling as what? Release. We're going to be whole a working software in which server? JFrog server. That is we're calling as what? Release. And we're going to be learning SonarQube. SonarQube is nothing but what? Code analyzer. Whether the developers are writing with standards or not, whether developers are using right functions or not, it will automatically analysis. It will give statistics and reports also. So by helping of these are all the tools, we are going to be implementing CI/CD process. So once if you are implementing CI/CD process, what exactly next step, please? We're going to be deploying. We're going to be deploying on hundreds of servers. It may 200, 300, 400, 500, doesn't matter. N number of servers. Clear? This N number of servers we want to configure. What is the meaning of configure, sir? Creating files, maybe deleting files, creating users, installing softwares, uninstalling software. Just an issue. Just think about it. So in a hundreds of servers, even let us consider as laptops also. I want to change one letter in a file. Open a file, change one letter. But this is an activity I want to do in hundreds of servers. How difficult, please think about it. Looks is if it is one server, it is very easy for us. But if it is doing same thing on hundreds of servers, how difficult, please think about it. Will you able to complete by end of the day? Never. No, it is not possible. But what we're expecting? An automated process. Am I right? So what is in exactly we are going to be learning, guys, please, after this? Configuration management means. So these hundreds of servers, on top of these hundreds of servers, we are going to be implementing a manual configuration process with an automated process. Means at a time, on a hundreds of servers, we can create a file. On a hundreds of servers, we can install a software. On a hundreds of servers, we can deploy, means placing our websites automatically, which is easy for you, manually or automate. But this is an automate process. We are going to be implementing by using Chef and Ansible. Chef and Ansible. So we're going to be learning Ansible. We're going to be learning Chef both. So Ansible is a push model. Chef is a pull model. Sir, what is a push and pull? We'll discuss later, not for today. It will take one more session. I don't want to eat your brains more. Let it be scriptsy. Okay, please. So then what next? We're going to be learning complete AWS, not introductory way. Complete. How exactly we're learning DevOps, same way AWS also. Complete. It will take more than 7 weeks, more than 7 weeks, more than 7 weeks it will take. So what is an advantage of AWS? By using AWS, we can able to get a servers. How many ways we can able to get a servers? Anybody help me? Physically, yeah, like your laptop. You can buy and get it laptop or no? Yes or no? Yes. Same way we can able to get a virtually also. Or a third way, cloud also. Either physical form or virtual form or cloud. So we are going to be getting hundreds of servers from where? AWS. By using AWS, we can able to get a hundreds of servers. On top of 100 servers, we are going to be implementing an automated process by helping of Ansible and Chef. Let me repeat one more time this point. It is very important to all. So getting infrastructure from AWS After getting infrastructure from AWS, on top of it, we are going to be implementing an automated process by helping of Ansible and Chef. Understood? Let me repeat one more time this. Very important. Then, so we are going to be placing our application on where? Server. Which server, Sunday? We are making working software. We're going to be placing on servers. And which servers? Either physically or virtual or cloud. But which cloud? Yeah. So the working software, which we are calling as what? Application. That application we are going to be deploying on cloud service. Then only we are going to be accessing as a website. This is the point we are discussing the first beginning of the session only. Na? What is an application? What is the server? Am I right? Fine. Excellent. The next one is not only cloud service. We can deploy applications, means websites on Docker containers also. We can place our websites on Docker container also. Sir, what is a container, please? If anybody asks you what is a container, just only one answer for deploying our websites. Straight answer. If anybody asks you what is a Docker container, please answer the question. What is the answer, please? For deploying our applications very easily. Very easily. So if you ask me definition point of view, what is a Docker container? An isolated environment. We are calling as what? Docker container for deploying our application. For deploying our application, we are going to be getting an isolated environment. Nothing but what? Docker container. I'll give one more example. See, this is an office or not, which I'm sitting here. Office or not? In this office, this room is separated or not? Tell me. Separation is nothing but what? Isolation only. Another synonym. Isolation is another word we calling as what? Separation. In this office, this room is separated by helping of these 4 walls. Am I right? By ceiling and ground. Yes or no? 6 shades, 6 types. In this environment, separate temperature. And this room is specifically designed for conducting DEVOPS classes. As of right now, please assume. The same way, Docker container is a separate environment for placing our application websites only. Understood? No? Yes, yeah. I'll give one more example. Containers. Real-time containers. Have you seen this type of containers in your life? No? Yes or no? Yes. Yeah, in ports. Am I right? So what is an advantage of this container? By using this container, we can able to transport any kind of product, any seafood or any kind of product via sea. Via sea. How exactly this container works, the same way our Docker containers also. No difference. But by using this container, we can able to transport seafood. But by using this Docker container, we're going to be transport our applications, websites. But how exactly this container is going to be managed? Anybody help me? By helping of ship. How many containers carrying by ship? So these are all containers managing by the ship or not? Same way. So these are all containers. These are all containers managing control by Kubernetes. Understood? Still, if it's not understand, don't worry. We're going to be discussing Docker and Kubernetes 1 month. More than 1 month. Understood? Very clearly. Those days definitely going to be understand this. Understood? Very clear. Very clear. Yeah. So we're going to be learning Vagrant also. We're going to be learning Vagrant. By using Vagrant, we can able to create a virtual machines in your laptop. And we're going to be learning Nagios. Nagios is a monitoring tool, whether it is CPU load, user load, whether it's system alive or not, we're going to be monitor. And we're going to be learning ELK, Elastic Log Stacks Kibana. By helping of this log stack, we're going to be monitor our applications. This application is generating in the background logs or not. Those logs will be monitored. It will generate reports, analytics. And finally, we are going to be learning Terraform. Terraform is a cross cloud platform. Means by helping of Terraform, we can able to create infrastructure in any cloud. Not only AWS, not only Azure, any cloud. So by helping of these are all the tools. Git, Maven, Jenkins, JFrog, SonarQube, Ansible, Chef, AWS, Docker, Kubernetes, Vagrant, Negios, Elk, Terraform. We're going to be implementing this DevOps process. So I hope you people understands very clearly what is the DevOps for today. Okay, so today our prospect is what? DevOps point of. Tomorrow, AWS point. How exactly we understand DevOps today? Same way we are going to be understand AWS also tomorrow. And by end of the day tomorrow, we are conclude what is the difference between DevOps and AWS. That is exactly tomorrow's session. Yeah. So before taking questions, so let it be revised one more time. So maybe a few students joined lately. So overall course is what? Complete DevOps. Complete AWS. Linux basics. Shell script also will be covered under this course only. And totally it is 4 months plus. Plus is that means start conditions are applied and don't expect within a 4.5 months will not be completed. It will take more than 2-3 weeks more. Okay. So not exact date. So what we are promising, it will be delivered. Okay, fine. So Linux basics, it will be covered. So shell script, it will be covered. Okay, no programming is required. You have to hold one laptop for practice. So freshers can join in this course. Experienced students can join in this course. Any graduate can join in this course, like MBA, MCA, BSc Computers, BTech, BE, MTech. Okay, not diploma, not intermediate. Sorry. So which are all the benefits? Daily recordings you will be received after payment. Daily recordings. So from date of registration, you're going to be accessing 11 months. If you ask me personally, lifetime. Okay. But if you ask the institute, officially it will be 11 months. Okay. Fine. Resume preparation, interview question and answers. For live projects, I will be covered. 80% material also I will be providing with you. So our course starts with very basic level and finish with advanced level. So each and every session is a practically oriented. For example, if you go for Ansible 2 on model, we're going to be start. It will take 3 weeks and more than 3 weeks. Ansible itself, we're going to be discussing 3 weeks. For example, we're going to be start very basic level, starting with very basic level. So everybody can understand, non-technical student also. Slowly we're going to be understand each and every functionality thoroughly, and we are going to be practical exposure each and every session. By end of the model, we'll do one project. Project means what? For keeping resume known. So what exactly we're implementing a task in real time that will be implemented in front of you. In the class itself, we need to implement in your laptop. Yeah, fine. So after completion of course, you will receive a certificate for only freshers, not for experienced. You know very well why. Okay, fine. So daily 1 hour session is enough. 1 hour equal to 4 hours for you. If I'm teaching 1 hour, you're going to be spend more than 2 hours. That means totally 3 hours per day. If increase 15 minutes, it will increase 1 more hour for you. 10 minutes equal to for practice 1 hour. Accordingly, please be calculated per day. That means 1 hour is more than enough for you. And more than Monday to Saturday. Our classes are Monday to Saturday. Every Sunday, every month, one Sunday we have a session. That I will prior to informing you, don't worry. So you're going to be paying 12,000 rupees for full DevOps, full AWS, for daily recordings only. Okay, listen very carefully. Only daily. Sir, somebody asked me, sir, at a time we can able to give a recordings? No. Daily after the class, you will receive a recording. You have to practice. Recordings only we are providing for practice purpose. My intention is to practice. For example, some students IQ level is very high. They can able to listen the class. They can directly practice. But some students, non-technical students, very poor student, maybe they can be some miss up in the classes, but understanding problem what I mean. But after the class, they can revise the class. They can practice. Am I right or wrong? But maybe while practicing, you have a doubt. You can revise the session and you can practice. Still, if you have any questions, you have any problem, the next session you can approach to me. You can talk to me, either online students. Else you can able to share your screen. I can able to help you. Don't worry. At the beginning of the session, by end of the session, don't worry. Why we are providing recordings, Sunday? Why? For practice, not hold with for life. It won't help you. Sorry. So this is my admin information. So 9297 This is my admin number. So if any admin kind of questions, please, any fees related or how to pay payments, everything, any admin kind of question, please. So please ask them. So if it is busy, then only call this number. Okay. This is our admin email address. Yeah. It is a course content link. I'm going to be share one more time in the chat box. Install payments. So offline students can able to take a picture, please. So this is very important. This link is very important. Yeah. So yeah. So first, let me complete online students questions and then I'll come back to your offline students. So do you have any questions, please, online students first? Online students, do you have any questions for today's session? So I said very clearly, 11 months access means no download. Only access. I said very clearly, 11 months access or lifetime access. It won't be download. Even download is not required for you. So we are giving an access for practice. If you download, what you will do that? Not required for you, please. Okay, fine. So by helping of this course, you can able to do certificate also. Online certification, not for institute wise. So online exam also AWS and as DEVOPS also you can able to do that. So I'm a hotel management, so graduate, so I want to come to the industry. So any non-IT student can join in this course. If you understand my English, it's more than enough to join in this course. If you can able to understand my language, what I'm speaking, you are eligible to join in this course. Aditya, the flow of class is my option. It is a sequence, not as a parallel. Only daily one session only, not parallelly. It will take time. So classes are medium, not speed, not slow. It is a medium. Each and every either experienced students or non-IT students or anybody looking for job, waiting for job, everybody can understand. Don't worry. I'm going to be balanced all. Don't worry. So associate and AWS certificate, association certificate, please. For Anil, 4 real-time projects will be covered, please. So if you have already, please. Venkat asked this question, AWS DevOps professionals have. So if you have a Java background, it is fine and fair. If there is no Java background, there is no problem. So even developers can join in this course happily. There is no problem. Please. That means only Java people can join in this course? No, anybody can join. So after completion of this course, project will be able to directly work on companies still working for the research of required. Yeah. So actually what will happen, and I said very clearly, model for model, one project. So that he can able to do one project. With the help of that, we can able to practice anything. That is my intention. If he can able to do what I'm providing practice, That means he can able to do anything, any project. So yeah, Linux basics included, Linux only basics, which is required for a DevOps course. I said very clearly, 1 minute. No, and even if it is increase or decrease, 4.5 months is same. So we can't be fast track because if it is not a one tool. And today we're discussing only total how many tools we have discussed. Each and every tool, minimum 2 weeks it will take. Practically it is not possible. Even so, tomorrow I'm going to be include AWS. The AWS itself we're going to be discussing more than 7 weeks. DevOps, mostly this course is focused on DevOps. So for DevOps, AWS also required. That's what full course will be covered. Our focus is main DevOps zone. That means AWS also it will be. Right. It is a high demanded, please. So Surinder, please. It is very high demanded course. So anybody can learn, even developers, testers can learn this course. It is a mandatory course for all IT people. Prashant, that is my call, don't worry. So first AWS DevOps, that is my call. Right. So today demo recording will be available in YouTube. You can go for Durga Soft YouTube channel. In that, so you can able to playlist call DevOps the AWS by Mr. Maha. Maybe tonight or tomorrow morning it will be play. So you can able to access, please. Anuradha, please sing. What is the question, please? What is the question, please, Anuradha? So as from non-IT background, after completion of this course, would I consider as a fresher? So based on your passed out, if you passed out 2002, 22 or 21, you consider as a fresher. But if you passed out 2019 or 18, you fall under experienced. And even if you are at the fresher or experience, you can manage, don't worry. Anurag Singh, please. Navin, I answer very clearly. So Navin asked this question. I am from hotel management background. This course is enough to get IT job. So no, you need to hard work a lot. So what I'm deliver the class, you need to attend regularly. What I'm delivering, you need to practice daily. Simply attending classes don't work out. Navin, please. So please, aware of this. You need to implement in your laptop. Then only you can able to crack. Joining and attending classes not a big deal. So what I'm delivering, you need to practice definitely, but you need to little bit because if you are non-IT student, so completely you detach from from IT. That's what Navin, I'm suggesting you. Please focus much. Every day reading articles, spending time with more in Google. Yeah, definitely can. What is if miss the class? Then obviously we have a recording sessions, That means we are going to be completely depending on recording, sir. That is also not fair. If any health issue, if you miss one class, you can recover from recording sessions. But I'm suggesting you live sessions, either online or offline. You have to attend the live sessions. Recordings only for practice. Even if you are miss any one class, you can get back. So all classes from recordings. So no immediate joining in, sorry. So how to manage current 90 days period? Companies are looking for immediate joining. It is a big question for all. So one thing we can't skip this. So which are all the companies waiting for you? Please join that companies. Or else you need to resign this company and within 3 months get the job. These two are very challenging. Yeah. Understood, Prashant. So day after tomorrow will be start the session. And tomorrow we're going to be understanding AWS, and day after tomorrow onwards our regular classes will be started, practical sessions. Fine. So still you have any questions, online students? Still do you have any questions, please? 8 p.m. daily. 8 p.m. daily. 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Maybe 9:10 sometime. So online student, they have another questions, please. I'm waiting for your questions, please. I think each and every student, so clarified your doubts. Yeah. Online, offline students.
There's one question. To manage the server, we have one tool. Suppose we have we have developed one site and it is deployed on server. And to manage the load, if the load is sometimes it's greater, sometimes it's less. So we have one tool. Do we have one tool and do we get that studies to manage that servers?
So for that, so we have one concept in the course. One concept. A concept in AWS we calling as load balance.
Load balance. Yes.
On top of we're going to be implementing auto scaling.
Yeah.
On top of we are implementing Route 53. These three concepts we're going to be learning to implement your concept, what you're asking.
So
it is hardly in EC2 model will be covered. EC2 model.
So it will be covered.
It will be. Once that's what to look at the content, 10 pages of AWS content. It will be covered, please. Yeah, please. Another question.
The second question is about Docker. Do we use that Docker to give our whatever our projects to their client's system to maintain that environment to be developed and to be.
So we are not developing what develops by developer that we are going to be deploying on Docker containers. So Docker itself we're going to be discussing 15 classes. That means end to end we will discuss. So understanding Docker. After understanding how we deploy an application also, I'll show practical.
But what's the real-time use of that? That's why I asked.
Deploying applications.
Deploying application on servers or where? On clients.
Deploying applications. Deploying our websites.
It's another way to deploy applications.
In servers also. We can deploy application servers, we can deploy application physical servers, virtual servers, okay. On Docker containers, so many ways. But why Docker? Why, how exactly Docker works? Where is the Docker? And where exactly Docker stands? We're going to be learning completely 1 month. If you start for 20, it will take 12 hours. There is an end. We're starting explanation. What will next question? Next question, it will comes again and again and again. That means Docker will be completed. Come again, please.
After this course, we do where we can stand like after this complete the course, this completion market, where we can stand. Like for suppose we can.
You be as a DevOps engineer first of all.
Yeah, I'm okay.
You be as a DevOps engineer. So after completion of this DevOps course, you have two positions. Totally, you can go for as a AWS engineer. This course suits for, so I don't want to go for DevOps. So after completion AWS, I only fit for only AWS. You go for resume, keep as per AWS resume, you can go ahead. Or else I want to go for a DevOps, you can go for DevOps also. Yeah, so, but after completion of this course, you can feel inside. We're spending hardly 4.5 months to 5.5 months. You can feel inside. So 1.5 years of experience, you can feel inside. You feel I have 1.5 by practicing. But you can manage up to 4 years of experience, either AWS or DevOps. You be as a DevOps engineer, you be as a AWS engineer, DevOps engineer, then you're gonna be showcase at least minimum 3.5 years of experience. Understood? I got your question answered. Yes. Yeah, fine.
In this AWS course, actually I'm working as AWS engineer currently in one of the organizations. So actually I've seen a number of like tools which is in EC2, S3 in this project, but there is no Lambda and
Lambda. What exactly, please? It is a development tool.
Yeah.
So that is a DAO tools we have.
EMR.
No, what happens? So here is two concepts here. admin and dev role, two roles. So 19% only admin roles we are looking for that.
Oh.
I think you are admin. So admin means what? We are providing infrastructure. That's it, our job. But developer is not like we're going to be deploying our application Lambda services. Some we're not covering that, but hardly it will take 4 or 5 classes. It will fine. We'll think about if it is possible we cover, but as per the syllabus I didn't mention, but if it is possible, I will try to that. Fine. Any other questions, please? Certification we can do anybody, and either freshers he can do or experience can also do. But I recommend don't do any certification, and you're gonna be paying more than 10,000 rupees. More than 10. Wasting of money. Don't do that. But we are looking for a job. First, you're getting a job, settle the job. So company will provide you, please. Company will pay for you. Please do that. That is a better option. If you do certification, fortunately, you got a certificate. You have to show in a resume. That means interviewer asking more questions. Expertise very increased. Expectation is increased on top of you. Definitely, if it is not mitigated, definitely you will be failed. That is the reason do certificate. I recommend, but not immediately. Fine. So, still is there any questions for is online offline? This everything is clarified. Am I right? So, what is it exactly for tomorrow? We are going to be meet tomorrow with the same link. Tomorrow we will meet with same link, same time. So tomorrow topic name is what? What is AWS and difference between AWS plus DevOps. That is exactly for tomorrow's session. Thank you. Thanks a lot. I think each and every student take this. Am I right? So please once look at after the class. Please. So first, let me fix our agenda. So what we are going to be discussed for today. So let us fix our agenda. So today, so we're going to be discussing about what is AWS. We're going to be discussing about what is AWS. So what is AWS? We are going to be understand today. By end of the session, we can understand what is the difference between DEVOPS versus AWS. By end of the session, we can conclude. So this is the second demo session. And yesterday we understood. What is DEVOPS. What is DEVOPS? We understood in the last session. Today our focus is on AWS. By end we are going to be conclude what is the difference between DEVOPS and AWS. Overall missed last session. Go to the YouTube channel. Go to the YouTube. Please go for Durga Sub channel. Go to the Durga Sub channel. In Durga Sub channel, go to the playlist. In the playlist, you can able to see DEVOPS with AWS. In Durga Sub YouTube channel, DEVOPS with AWS by Mr. Maha. If you open this in the playlist, first demo you can able to hear this. Today the second demo also uploaded. Tomorrow is the third demo also will be uploaded in the playlist. So overall attend, overall missed, please revise one more time. Okay, fine. Anyway, so before understanding AWS, and we're going to be describe one more time what is the DEVOPS within 10 to 15 minutes. We're going to be discussing one more time what is DEVOPS one more time for because of new few students are there. That's what. So let them benefit. So we're going to be discuss one more time what is DEVOPS. Then we're going to be understand what is AWS and what is the difference between DEVOPS and AWS. We are going to be discussing for today. And first we're going to be start with what? DEVOPS. So before starting the DEVOPS, we're going to be asking, so totally 3 questions. So before that, let me introduce myself, maybe a few students. My name is Maha. I have totally 15 years of experience in IT. My career starts as a Java developer. Then I shifted as a DevOps engineer. From last 5 years onwards, I'm working as a senior DevOps engineer as well as cloud, AWS and Azure also. This is exactly my profile. So before starting, I'm going to be asking you 3 questions. And what are the first question? What is an application? The second question is what? What is a server? Third question is what? SDLC. What is an application? Anybody help me? Application is equal to website. Application is equal to website like a Flipkart or Amazon, Redbus, Hotstar, or Book My Show, Prime Video, Netflix. These are all we calling as what? Applications only. What is an application? Anybody help me? The working software which is written any programming like Java, .NET, Python. We are calling as what? Application. That application we are going to be placing on hundreds of servers. We are going to be placing on hundreds of servers. After successfully placing on hundreds of servers, we can able to access our internet as a website. After successfully develop a software by using Java.NET, the software we're going to be placing on hundreds of servers. Then there itself we are going to be accessing as a website, like example Flipkart, red bus, whatever may be. But if you want to develop, if you want to produce a business, for a business, if you want to develop a website, we have to follow SDLC. What is an SDLC? Software Development Lifecycle. Software Development Lifecycle. In this SDLC, we have several stages and several phases. In this, we have analysis, design, implementation, testing, deploy, and maintenance. If you want to do any business, like for example, I have a business called a travel business, example, a travel business. To do business in internet, definitely we require a website or not, tell me. Yes. So it is a red bus kind of business. I don't have a website, but I want it. So how exactly we can able to guys, please? First, we are going to be gathering information. Means what? Analysis, nothing but what? Gathering information from the client. How exactly this business, what is login page, what is the registration page, how exactly the payment, what is in exactly this business model, and each and everything we are going to be gathering from the client, who is the business owner, which you are calling as a client. From the business owner, we are going to be gathering information. Based on the information, we will be plan. We will do plan. So plan is nothing but what? Design. According to the plan, our developers will write lines of code by using Java, .NET, Python, or anything that we are calling as what? Software. So after analysis, so it will be design, means plan. According to the plan, our developers will implement the software. Whether the software is in working condition or not, our testers will be verified. Once if it is verified, we are going to be placing on hundreds of servers that we are calling as what? Deploy. That we are calling as what? Deploy. So once if you are placing our applications on hundreds of servers, we are going to be accessing as what? Website. That's it? No. Whether it is website is working or not, we are going to be monitor and maintenance. These are all the stages we are calling as what? SDLC, Software Development Lifecycle. By using SDLC, we can able to produce a website, means a software. We are going to be placing on server side. We are going to be accessing as a red bus kind of applications. That is the whole story. In this SDLC, and each and every employee is a part of this. Each and every IT employee, part of this diagram, maybe developers, testers, or DB administrators, DevOps engineers, AWS admin, Linux administrators. We're all part of this diagram. We're all together. We are going to be produce and deliver a working software to do business in internet that we are calling as a website. Clear all of you what is an SDLC? So I think so we understood very clearly what is an application, what is a server, what is an SDLC. We understood very clearly. Understood. But on top of this SDLC, we are going to be implement our DevOps process. On top of SDLC, we are going to be implementing our DevOps process. So DevOps is nothing but what? First DEV, first three letters. DEV is nothing but what? Software development. So second three letters, OPS, OPS, OPS. We calling as what? Operation. The combination of software development plus operation, we are calling as what? DevOps. That means, so we are part of coding, build, test, release, deploy, operation, and monitoring. Means our roles and responsibilities start from dev environment, ends with operations, means production. But to be frankly, we are not writing any coding. We are not writing any test cases. Just we are going to be implementing an automated process. Just we are going to be implementing an automated process, which you are calling as what? DevOps process. Tell me, what is DevOps? Please, anybody help me?
It's a process methodology.
DevOps is nothing but what? Is a technology like Java, .NET, Python?
No.
It is not a technology. It is a process. It is a process. We are going to be implementing from dev environment to production environment. Usually, so developers are keep on writing lines of code in dev environment, their laptops. They keep on writing the lines of code which you are calling as what? Software. Yes or no? Yes, the software we are going to be delivering into where? Into production services. So while delivering working software from dev environment to production service, we are going to be implementing an automated DevOps process. While implementing this DevOps process, make sure whether you are going to be delivering the working software within a shortest time, with high quality, with low cost, is nothing but what? DevOps process. Guys, please let me repeat this point one more time. What is DevOps? DevOps is a process. Which process? An automated process. While implementing an automated process from dev environment to production environment, make sure whether you are delivering working software which is written by developers within a shortest time or not, with a high quality or not, with a low cost or not, is nothing but what? DevOps process. But after getting into the company, when you're stepping into the company, so what is the major goal, guys, please? We are going to be replacing with complex pipeline with transparent pipeline. Complex pipeline with what? Transparent pipeline. So the complex pipeline which you are calling as what? SDLC. The transparent pipeline we are calling as what? DevOps process. Sir, why we are calling SDLC is a complex? Because of it is a manual process. Everything is a manual, from analysis to design, design to implementation, implementation testing, testing to deploy, deploy to maintenance. It is a manual process. It is a manual process. Due to the manual process, if you got any issue in the middle, any problem, it is very difficult. For identification, it will take long time. For resolving issue also, it will take long time. Why? Because if it is a manual process. Because if it is a manual process. To understand this, so I'll give a good example. It is a water pipeline underground. It is a water pipeline in this underground. Somewhere else it is a blockage. It is not a leakage, it is a blockage. So how difficult to identify this problem? How difficult, guys, please? It is very difficult or not?
Yes.
So experts are required. That means we need to pay more salary, increase in the cost. Even after paying also, it will take a lot of delay. After identifying the problem also, it will replace. We fix the bug, replacing with this new pipe. So it will take a long time. The same way, our SDLC process also. But what we're expecting, guys, please? We're expecting a transparent pipeline. The same pipeline, it is a transparent with an automated. Due to the transparent, if any blockage, any leakage, any blockage or any bug in the middle of this pipe, so one look itself can able to come to know where is the block or not. Because if it is a transparent, because if it is an automation. And as soon as possible, we can able to give the solution for this. Same way, our DevOps process also transparent and automated process. While we delivering working software, after writing the lines of code, After writing the lines of code, that code we are calling as a software. The software we're going to be, while delivering working software, if you got any issue, any problem in the middle, so by one look itself, we can able to identify. As soon as possible, we can able to resolve. So that is the reason we are going to be replacing with what? Complex pipeline with transparent pipeline. But actual DevOps transparent pipeline is look like this only. The actual DevOps transparent pipeline look like this only. In this DevOps transparent pipeline, so we have a plan, coding, integration, testing, and operations. In this DevOps transparent pipeline, our roles and responsibilities start from where? Coding. Ends with what? Operation. That means we are part of dev environment, integration, testing, release, deploy, and operation. But to be frankly, we are not a part of planning. We are not doing any planning. BA, business analyst, is responsible to planning. And moreover, we are part of dev environment, but we are not writing any lines of code by using any programming. Java.NET, we are not using. And moreover, we are not writing any test cases like a Selenium test cases, an automation test case, we are not writing. Sir, what exactly we are going to be? We are going to be implementing an automated, a transparent pipeline from dev environment to production environment. This is exactly our priority, our goal. While implementing this DevOps process, an automated, a transparent pipeline, make sure whether you are going to be delivering within a shortest time, with high quality, with low cost, with low failure rate. What we're delivering in the working software is nothing but what? DevOps process. For implementing this DevOps process, we are going to be learning some tool stack. Which are all the tool stack, guys, please? So let it be listed down. Which are all the tool stack we're going to be learning, guys, please? Yeah, so Git we are going to be learning. Maven we are going to be learning. Jenkins we are going to be learning. JFrog we are going to be learning. SonarQube we are going to be learning. And Ansible we are going to be learning. Chef we are going to be learning. AWS, complete AWS. It will take 6 weeks more than. AWS we are going to be learning. Docker, Kubernetes, Vagrant, Negios, and Elk and Terraform. So these are all the tools we are going to be using for implementing this DevOps transparent pipeline. Got it? By using Git. It is a version control. By using Maven build tool. By using Jenkins. Jenkins is an automation tool. And JFrog is a release. And SonarQube. By helping of these are all the tools. Git, Maven, Jenkins, JFrog, SonarQube. We are going to be implementing CI/CD process. Continuous integration, continuous delivery means after successfully written the code by developer, that code we are going to be maintained by who? DevOps engineer. Who is written by? Please tell me. Developer. Maintaining by who? DevOps engineer. So after maintaining, where you are maintaining, guys, please? In Git itself. We are going to be an execute build by using what? Maven. But how many developers keep on writing from morning to evening? N. The N number of developers code we need to integrate continuously or manually? Continuously. Because of manually, not possible. So continuously developers are writing from morning to evening. That is the reason we are integrating continuously also. That's what we're calling as what? CI, continuous integrating all developer source code by helping of Jenkins. By helping of Git, Maven. So once if it is integrate, we are going to be verifying by executing our test cases. It is an automatically execute. This test case is also automatically executed. Once if it is an execute automatically, we are going to be delivering. We're going to be delivering continuously, delivering into a release. Release is nothing but what? JFrog. Understood very clearly. So after successfully delivering, we are going to be deploying our applications on hundreds of services. These hundreds of servers we can able to automate by helping of configuration management. So what is the configuration management? So these hundreds of servers automatically creating files, automatically installing softwares, automatically creating users. So on hundreds of servers, we are going to be replacing with a manual configuration process with an automated process. But this configuration management supported by Ansible and Chef. We're going to be learning complete Ansible, complete Chef. But from where exactly we can able to get these hundreds of servers? Maybe physically, from physical environment or virtual environment, or moreover cloud. Which cloud? AWS. By using AWS, we are going to be getting hundreds of servers. On top of these hundreds of servers, we are placing our applications. On top of these hundreds of cloud servers, we're placing our application. We're going to be accessing as a website. Not only deploying our applications on, cloud servers, we can able to place on Docker containers also. What is a Docker container? What is a Docker container? Docker container is just for placing our websites. If anybody asks you what is a Docker container, what is the answer, please? Easily placing our applications with a less cost, with high performance. With less cost, with high performance, please. Then better example, please. A normal container. How exactly this containers works? This container. The same way our Docker containers also works. Same. But this container is an exactly what? For transporting seafood. But our container is for what? Transporting our applications, means website zone. But these containers can manage by whom? Shipper. How exactly these are all containers managing by the ship. The same way, all my Docker containers can manage by whom? Kubernetes. Clear, all of you. And we are going to be creating a virtual machines in your laptop also by using Vagrant. We're going to be learning Nagios for monitoring our servers, whether it is server is up and run, what is the CPU load, what are the RAM size, what are the exactly server is. We can able to monitor our physical things. And we're going to be learning ELK, Elastic Logstash Kibana. Elastic Logstash Kibana. By helping of ELK, we can able to monitor our applications in the background. So internally, the logs are generating or not. Those logs will be monitored. How exactly this application is performance, good or bad, slow or speed, we can monitor. And we are going to be learning Terraform. Terraform is a cross cloud platform. By helping of Terraform, we can able to create a servers in any cloud, either Azure or Google or AWS. It is a cross cloud platform. So these are all the tools we are going to be learning for what? Implementing our DevOps process. Yeah, please help me. Please help me for today. What is an application? Standard answer is what? Application is equal to website. Very simple answer. What is an application? Application is equal to website. What is an application? The working software, which is written any programming, Java, .NET, Python, we're calling as what? Application. But if you want to maintain this application, if you want to maintain, if you want to deploy, if you want to maintain, if you want to deploy, if you want to place an application, we require a infrastructure. Infrastructure, please. Infrastructure and infrastructure. Sir, what is infrastructure? Strange, Gadu. Please help me. Have you heard about this word in dictionaries? If you open the dictionary, what is the meaning? What is infrastructure? Nothing. For example, I want to conduct this DEVOPS class. What kind of infrastructure we require? Definitely computer, laptop, TV, chairs, AC, internet connectivity, lights, my water bottle. So each and everything is required. So for conducting DEVOPS classes, what kind of infrastructure required? Same way, for maintaining our application, for deploying our application, what kind of infrastructure is required? That is the question. Understood very clearly where we are, what we discussed. We required majorly servers. Definitely servers are required. Then what next? Definitely network is required. Without network, there is no servers at first. First place should be network. Second place should be servers. Even so, without network, can able to conduct my online sessions. Without network, can able to use mobile. Please think about it. Without network, there is no laptop first. That means without network, there is no server. Then, so what are the next, please? Databases. Like MySQL databases, Oracle databases, you know very well, some idea. And storage. And extra. And so many. But these are all the major infrastructure is required to deploy, means to maintain our applications. Our applications. Excellent. But how many ways we can able to get this infrastructure, please? Anybody? I think we discussed so many times, you know. How many ways to get infrastructure? 3 ways. So we are going to be getting a physical environment. We are going to be getting from physical environment or virtual environment or cloud. Looks, these two are same. These two are virtual machine zone. If you talk about servers, both are same. But if you talk about environment, different. Okay, don't be confused. As of right now, we're going to be getting 3 ways. What are the first way? Physically. Second way, virtually. Third way, cloud. That's it. As we understand for today. Tomorrow we'll discuss deeper. And but what is the cloud? What is the cloud?
It's just a moment. We don't know where it is.
What is the cloud as of right now? And to be specifically, what is the cloud computing, please? Have you heard about this word? Yes. What is the cloud computing? So first of all, please divide these 2 words. What is the cloud? What is the compute? Please tell me. So what is the compute, please, at least? Compute means, what is the computer? Huh? So the computer power like RAM, CPU, motherboard, these are all together we calling as a computer power. That's what we calling as a computer. The laptop or a desktop, we have a computing power. That's what we calling as a computer. Compute power is nothing but what? RAM plus CPU plus motherboard plus whatever the hardware in your system, in your laptop or motherboard, sorry, in your desktop, whatever maybe. We're calling as what? computing power. But what is the cloud? Please. Huh? The cloud is nothing but internet. So tell me, what is the cloud computing right now? I'll repeat. My question is very specifically. I'm asking, what is a cloud computing? So please listen very carefully. I'm explaining. If we can able to access, remote placed resources over internet from your laptop is nothing but a cloud computing. Understood? Nothing. Don't know. So what is the cloud computing, please? What is the cloud computing? If you can able to access remote placed resources over internet from a laptop is nothing but what? Cloud computing. First, let us understand what is a data center. What is a data center? The use computing power. Use computing power like CPU, motherboard, what we have in the laptop, what we have in the desktop. The use computing power, keeping in a rack wise in a big room, we calling as a data center. I'll repeat. Use computing power in a rack wise in a big room, we calling as what? Data center. These data centers are located in different locations, like in US, in Singapore, in Mumbai, in Hyderabad also we have. Globally, these data centers are expanded. These data centers are globally expanded. It is a tangible things, touchable things. We can see, we can touch, we can feel, we can see, like your building, like our classroom, like your Maitronam building. Understood? We can see, but these data centers are located geographically in different locations like US and Singapore, in UK, and throughout the globe. Understood very clearly. From these data centers, if we can able to access a server, if you can able to access from these data centers over internet from your laptop is nothing but a cloud. Understood very clearly? What is the cloud? What is the cloud computing? So remote placed resources means in Singapore, in US, in Mumbai, having these data centers. From these data centers, if we can able to access server, network, storage, databases, over internet from your laptop is nothing but what? Cloud computing. One question rises here, sir, we are accessing TeamViewer, sir, any desk. Have you heard about this TeamViewer? TeamViewer, any desk, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe you are when you are practicing in your degree, maybe BTech. So you can able to access one laptop, another laptop. You tried that one Windows machine, another Windows machine. Is it a cloud? No. But what is the difference? But that and this, you are accessing only software level only. In operating system level, you are accessing, but I'm talking about hardware level. What I'm trying to tell you, please, if you can able to access other laptop RAM from your laptop is nothing but a cloud. Will you? If you, that is a cloud. Understood very clearly. No confusion, okay? So the physical which you have in remote place resources like a computing power or a network or a storage or a database, if you control or access over internet from your laptop is nothing but a cloud computing. Any cloud is a rental based, pay as a service only. Any cloud, either Azure,